guys, so welcome to another video, and today we're going to talk about the George Lucas returning to Star Wars rumors, like in terms of helping J.J. Abrams fix Luke Skywalker. First off, I said this before, I didn't really mind the grumpy old Luke Skywalker because we had one more movie in the saga. If this was episode 9 and Luke was grumpy, then I would have a problem with Luke's character development in this movie. But seeing how it was episode 8, I was okay with grumpy old Luke. The only problem I have with the movie is they killed off Luke Skywalker. Like, me and my brother got into this debate where, like, my brother said, well, Luke is old, and it was his time and he wanted to go into the Force. Well, maybe that's true, but that's still stupid. I mean, yeah, maybe he wanted to go in the Force, maybe, but Luke is not that weak. His father is was one of the most strong, sensitive Force users in the galaxy, Anakin Skywalker, and you can debatably say his Luke and Leia's grandfather is literally the Force, because Anakin's mother is Shmi Skywalker. Anakin did not have any fathers. He was conceived by the Force, so in a sense, the Force is Anakin's father, Luke and Leia's grandfather, Ben Solo's great-grandfather. So I don't think Luke would have exactly died in this movie. He would have passed out, probably due to him not using the Force in like a decade. But I'm gonna be right back. Sorry, my cat was doing something he wasn't supposed to. Anyways, so I feel like Luke would have passed out, not exactly died. That said, I'm excited to have George Lucas come back, because he's the creator of Star Wars. Nobody has seen Star Wars before A New Hope. That was supposed to be a joke. You know, because New Hope is the first Star Wars movie ever, but since it's episode 4 and The Phantom Menace is episode 1. Anyways, probably not funny anymore because I explained the joke. Anyways, having George Lucas coming back is awesome. I'm excited. He's the creator of Star Wars. He knows every single old original trilogy character like a back of his hand practically, because he created all the characters in the prequels and the original trilogy. And yes, Kathleen Kennedy might have scrapped George Lucas' original story arc for the sequel trilogy out of the window and mainly focus on the SJW pandering and stuff like that, which makes the Star Wars sequel trilogy stupid. I mean, if they were, I feel like it would have been okay if they didn't, like, if they, let's say if they still decided to scrap George Lucas' vision for the sequel trilogy, I feel like it would have been somewhat okay if they didn't exactly pander to the SJW, if they focused to the SJW. I feel like the sequel trilogy would have been better if they actually focused on story. If they focused on story, 90% story, then Yeah, the sequel trilogy might not be as good as George Lucas fishing for the sequel trilogy, but it would be better than how it is currently. Now, I'm one of those Force Awakens defenders. I love the Force Awakens. Is it the best movie? No. Is it the best Star Wars movie? No, and I fully accept that. Still, I still find it pretty enjoyable. And yeah, it might be a rehash of New Hope, but it was a very good starter movie. The ending of that movie left on a really good cliffhanger. I feel like that was a really good starter movie in this new trilogy. Sure, it could have been better, but it could be worse as well. And that was a great starter movie. It set up The Last Jedi beautifully. And if you want to bring Rogue One into this, temporarily forgetting that Last Jedi came out, I enjoyed Rogue One. I feel like Rogue One is the best Disney Star Wars movie. Between the four Star Wars movie that came out since Disney acquired Lucasfilms. Because I feel like the people there focus on the story a whole lot more than Rian Johnson did. Uh, Whoever made Solo Star Wars Story with L3 was just ugh. And debatably, J.J. Abrams, I don't know how much he did SJW straight in The Force Awakens, but I still enjoyed The Force Awakens. I didn't see any SJW shit in there. And I enjoyed Rogue One on Star Wars Story. But getting back to the original trilogy, sequel trilogy. The Force Awakens left off a pretty good cliffhanger, saying The Last Jedi to be potentially better than The Force Awakens, but I gotta admit, the Force Awakens is better than The Last Jedi, and Rian Johnson did butcher Luke Skywalker a bit, I'll admit, but like I said, I didn't mind grumpy old Luke, because we saw the Luke that we knew towards the end of this movie, like the Luke that we met in the original trilogy to come back towards the end of this movie, before he died. And two, let's take away the fact that he didn't die for a second. There's still one more movie after The Last Jedi, so where we could have seen the old Luke that we knew from the original trilogy come back in a full-length movie. Now, granted that we can still see that as a Force Ghost, but still, I feel like it would be better if he didn't die, so we could actually see him in physical form in the next movie, and then Luke possibly dying in the next movie. And I'm not even taking into effect that with Carrie Fisher being dead, because I feel like Leia should still be alive as well. Thankfully, the character of Leia still survives. And I hate to say it, but it kind of makes sense if they killed Princess Leia off in Episode 9. If they want, but like I said, it would make sense for me if they wanted to kill off Leia in Episode 9. So George Lucas coming back to help with Episode 9. That's cool. That's badass. I wish it was under better circumstances. I just wish when we heard, oh, George Lucas is coming back for a Star Wars movie, I was hoping it would be like an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Because I want an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. And apparently a lot of people wants an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Obi-Wan Kenobi is my favorite Jedi of the prequels. Luke Skywalker is just my favorite Jedi in general. But I honestly wish we heard news of George Lucas returning. In terms of like, hey, we're going to get a Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off. That would have been cool. That would have been badass. And I mean, it's still pretty cool that we get to hear George Lucas coming back to help fix Luke Skywalker per se. Now, this is still rumors. I'm not going to personally say, oh, this is true or not. This is just rumors at the moment. It was rumors that I wish is true. Now, hopefully, George Lucas will come back as to do Obi-Wan Kenobi, because that would be so cool. Because we could see the Star Wars creator do at least one last movie. And, like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers said, we don't really, there's not, in this scenario, there's not really such a thing as Star Wars fatigue, per se. It's lousy writing fatigue, poor character development, SJW fatigue, and identity politics fatigue. That's where all the fatigue comes from, not Star Wars movies. Because I'm willing to bet you, in 2020, there could have still been a Star Wars movie if Kathleen Kennedy wasn't so focused on female power. And it's okay to have girl power. I'm okay with Rey being the female Jedi lead. I have no problem with that. She just needs better character development, and plus Stacy really is hot. Rogue One, I find that movie enjoyable, because I feel like they focus a whole lot less on identity politics. Plus, I enjoy Felicity Jones as an actress. Yeah, that could have been better. The movie, like with Force Awakens. Well, let's face it, like the Force Disney movies that Star Wars released, or Disney Star Wars movies. But I still enjoyed Rogue One. And I feel like with The Force Awakens and Rogue One, they did not need George Lucas' help. Rogue One, in my opinion, feels like George Lucas made it. I mean, let's be and yeah, George Lucas got a lot of hate for the prequels, but now, since in the direction of the sequels, I bet the prequels looks pretty good, and the haters of the prequels are starting to appreciate it, the prequels now. If you dislike the direction of the sequel trilogy, that. But, am I excited of these rumors, of George Lucas possibly returning to help with Episode 9? Hell yeah. Do I hope these rumors are true? Hell yeah. And even though these are not rumors, I want George Lucas to come back for a full-on Star Wars movie. Specifically, for an Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off. So anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys believe these rumors are true? And do you hope these rumors are true? And how do you feel about these rumors? That said, may the Force be with you all. May the Force be with us all.